Right, what is our build? Because that is a good point. We want the echoing band. I'm going to get rid of the iron ring, even though it's probably good, because the wooden ring is a little bit better, and we need the echoing band for the AoE. Attack speed. I still need a better chest armor. I think wind crown is good. Do we want boots? Because these boots are defense. I think we want to go for the movement speed. Alright, and even though this character I've had kind of iffy success rates with, I think let's take her into the Ember Grounds. I think this will be my last run. I'd like to play more, but I'm actually really hungry. I had a carrot for lunch, and I have Thai curry sitting in my fridge that I should go eat. And then I'm also going to be recording with my brother later. Recording or playing, I'm not entirely sure. Probably both. Let's see what else we got. Health regen. I guess I'll go for the health regen on this character. We should probably head for those abilities. I also need a necklace. Where do we even get that? I think we have to unlock them. There's a lot of items that are locked behind achievements, and they just haven't shown up yet. Small carrot or a giant carrot? One can feed you for a day. It was like a medium... It was a medium carrot. Nothing, like, hugely huge. But it wasn't like a Peasley little baby carrot or anything like that. I've been trying to moderate my diet a little bit more lately. Let's see, crit damage bonus, yeah. And so, found out Trader Joe's has pretty good carrots, and so I've just been picking them up and eating a carrot as a snack instead of like chips or pita crackers or something like that. It's so tempting to eat, you know, just like easy carbs, but I don't know, if I ever want to not be a slightly overweight fellow, then maybe I should, you know, actually practice some self-control. It's a lot easier when I'm not streaming for 10 hours anymore. Like, whenever I streamed for those, like, 10-hour days, I would have to eat a big meal beforehand, and then at some point get food mid-stream. Usually in the form of, like, a pizza or something. It kind of depended on, like, what Shell was up for and what she wanted to make. And, like, it certainly meant I was able to record a ton of footage in a very short period of time, but also meant that I had no good moderation as far as, like, my diet went. Let's see. Carrots, and then also maybe a bit of cheese to go with it, since vitamin A needs some fat to be useful. Huh. I don't think I'm too worried about that, as long as I don't have... Well, I mean, I don't know. Its duration? No, let's go for the regen perk. I'll deal with the boss in a bit. I just want to get rid of these imps. They're just about as fast as me, if they can get behind. Boy, that AoE ring on this is obscenely good. I wish some of these level up perks had a small bonus, like a really weird one every once in a while. Like, adds an extra AoE to your melee attack. +1 ricochet, just randomly. Just to kind of take you off the beaten path for an interesting upgrade. I'm actually going to go for the 9% movement speed. A lot of these imps would not be a problem if they couldn't reach my back, and so if I'm going way faster than them, they have no chance at it. Okay. There goes the boss. There's our ability. Transfixion ring blades. We did do ring blades last time. But it's not a bad idea for me to get more. Stack of Fragile increases the damage taken from direct attacks. No, I think I'm going to go for Transfixion. Because that extra 10% damage is actually really good. Gotta go fast. Well, my damage is fantastic. Let's see. Fragile chance and affliction chance. Yeah, let's go for that. I might as well actually try and go for the stacking debuffs. Because what I need to do is kill the worm this time around. I guess I gotta kill a lot of things. But if I get my arrows to do a stupid amount of damage and transfixion to do... to soften things up for me. Hopefully it'll do the trick. Let's see. Pickup range. No. More damage. There we go. A 10-hour stream. Really good for health. Physical and mental. Not recommend doing that frequently. Every once in a while I get somebody asking me to do a 24-hour stream. And I'm just like, why would anyone do that? I tried once, got 20 hours in, and then had to stop because I sounded awful and felt worse. Like, I think you can even, if you go back to my, my Undertale videos on YouTube, that was, like, I recorded the first half of Undertale during an extra life stream, and it was not worth it. It was fun, but it was just like, I'm not doing that again. If I ever have, like, a streamer organization I'm working with consistently, I think that'd be fine. And I wouldn't even mind doing the Wholesome vs. Demothon again, because that was actually really enjoyable. I did end up having to wake up at, like, 3 AM to do a little bit of streaming. But I'm not going to be able to do that for at least a little while. Because I live in an apartment complex, and I'm pretty sure my neighbors can't hear me when I'm talking, which is super nice. But I'm not willing to take, I don't want to say take any risks, but I just don't want to be a rude neighbor. Any ruder than I am working from home and talking all the time. Let's see. Extra projectiles or the extra attack speed, or just overall damage. So I'm going to go for the overall damage, though I should probably have actually leveled up this weapon to try and get its evolutions. Like, I might consider it at some point, if I truly have nothing better to do, have a gazillion games I want to get through, and just feel like doing something absolutely nonsense. But, because the one thing I will say is, like, especially with my current output, if I stream for 10 hours, that's like over a week's worth of content right there. Maybe not. I generally need at least 14 videos, so like, truly, if I could handle it, it would actually be kind of nice. If I could handle it, it would be nice if I did like 2 really long streams on like Mondays and Tuesdays, and then just did nothing for the rest of the week. But I also recognize that I can't do that for a lot of reasons. Especially because half of my work is spent, not streaming. You know, when I was just doing Let's Plays and I didn't have to worry about business stuff, then it wasn't so bad. But now that I have to worry about so much business stuff, that's a little harder. Ow. The meat dogs cometh. I do a decent chunk of damage, but I can't cut through them fast enough. How have I not found this thing? Okay, it's right here. It's like, I have been hunting for this for a while now. Let's see, phantom needles? Yeah. But this is usually a double trouble situation. The slime boss shows up soon after. Oh, I could really go for sourdough in a bread bowl. I haven't done that in years. Okay, new item. Who dis? Demonic Bond, Seal of Rebirth. I guess I'll grab the Demonic Bond. Okay, let's go back and grab that other one. Yeah, hopefully we get some good amulets at some point. Because that's the only slot... amulets and chest pieces. Because those are the only slots I don't have good items for. I'm wondering where you can find the amulets. I'm pretty sure they're just achievements that I have to complete. Or they're findable in the third zone. I'm not entirely sure. See, base crit chance? Yeah. And my crits do a lot of damage, so I'd like to focus on those. Because if I can just be spitting in a line, and then just run in that line, seems like a good idea. Okay, on hit chance, nah, I'm just gonna keep going for the attack speed. I wish I could actually mouse over these at any point to see what their bonuses are. Oh, I guess here it is. Except for it doesn't tell me my chances. That's annoying. Oh. Fun fact, transfixion has infinite piercing. So it's not worth getting any piercing for it on future runs. That's actually good to know. Infinite +1 now. It's true. Okay, I'm just gonna pause for a second. I was wondering what was gonna show up. Where's the slime boss? I'm used to fighting the last... Ah, there it is. Okay, do I want .2 projectiles? Kind of? It is... Yeah, it is. It's probably worth it. I think there are probably better ones. Maybe. Wow, I'm actually, like, ripping through them. Normally, this is a point where I'm getting kind of overwhelmed. And I kind of am. My biggest issue mostly seems to be... let's go for the movement speed and the base health. My biggest issue at the moment mostly boils down to the fact that I'm very focused in a direct line. But on the flip side... like, whatever's in that line is, dying? Okay. Base damage on the main weapon? Yeah. I know I should go crit chance, or crit damage on anything, but I want my main weapon to do a ton of damage. Kugelblitz. No, we're not doing AoE. Honestly, I think we go Lightning Strike and just try and push its crit and crit damage. No stun range, just pure raw, kill whatever it's hitting. Okay, base crit chance, yeah. Given there's a limited number of dedication stances that you can pick, I'd focus on crit and attack speed personally. No, that's fair. I'm just gonna turn around and cut through everything behind me every once in a while. It's nice when they line up. Okay, more attack speed. Yeah. Let's see. How's it going? So you got hooked on this game. Nice. Yup. I'm not hopelessly hooked. Because I really could probably stop after this run and have a fine time of it. But I'm really enjoying it, and this week was kind of thin on new releases, so it's just like, hey, this is a good opportunity for me to just go, like, really hard on a game. Because why not? What else would I do? You could have one spell from a game in real life, what would it be? Probably levitation. Levitation or teleportation. Levitation for fun, teleportation for practicality. Because it'd be cool, like, I wouldn't want to fly, because I feel like I'd hit something or crash. But it feels like levitation would be kind of cool. Especially if I could levitate myself, but also other people. I guess maybe not levitation, just like really good telekinesis. I'm thinking like Jean Grey levels. of just like being able to do shit with my mind. As the other one would be like hyper regeneration. That could be kind of cool, but it feels like that's a blessing and a curse. X-ray vision. Why? Gross. Why would I ever want that? Let's see. Additional strikes, but reduce damage. Nah. Range? No. Movement speed? Yeah, I think movement speed. X-ray vision is like the creepiest power. I mean, I'm sure there are other ones that are just as creepy. I'm thinking very specifically, mind control, for example, would probably be pretty awful in the wrong hands. But X-ray vision is like one of the most useless and creepy. Polymorph and shapeshifting would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, I guess let's go false blessing. Because that increases my chances of making everything weaker. Let's see, portals are better than a teleport. No, that's a good point. Yeah. I would just become super courier. Okay, I think we're... No. It's not worm time yet. It's small worm time. There we go. And yeah, all this extra movement speed is rendering a lot of these slimes kind of inconsequential to me. Which is kind of nice. Shots backwards? Yes. And now they can also apply slow. Or is it only the ones behind me? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We might actually want to consider investing into range. Even though for the most part my shots seem to have infinite range, I know there's a limitation on the bow, and I bet if I had really long range, it wouldn't be a bad idea. This is interesting, but I don't like a lot of the lightning strike upgrades. As good as they could be, because they always come with a negative, whereas this one's just like a flat positive, and a really good one too. I guess it also depends with the portals. How far could you set up one of those portals? Like, I feel like I would... If I had the ability to portal, I'd start as, like, super delivery service, and then very quickly turn into guy who makes Moonbase possible. And then guy who figure out how to make Alpha Centauri possible. I don't think I'd even be going to the planets first. I'd probably just be opening the portal, and then we just chuck a drone through and see what happens. And portals could backfire fast. Yeah, it kind of depends on where and what and who and how, but yeah, no matter what, like, portals would make, would be like an instant shoo-in for a government job. Let's see, piercing to all? No. Let's just go for the needle. Attack speed. Open a portal next to a black hole with my luck. Yeah, that'd be a problem. I guess it depends if the portal is one of those where, like, whatever's on the other side comes through or not. I don't know how many of you guys have seen Goblin Slayer, but the, this isn't really heavy spoiler, but if you want to avoid it, just don't listen to me for a hot second. But there's a specific moment where he opens up a portal to the deep sea, which he uses to just destroy an enemy that he could not handle. And it was incredibly clever and super effective. And so I've always liked that level of, like, kind of clever thinking when it comes to solving problems. Okay, piercing and range, and additional strikes. No. Why is it that the lightning is just kind of stinky? Oh, I don't want any of these. I guess I'll go for piercing wind, because what else am I going to do? I think I need more upgrades for both of these. I guess I'm just going to go for arcane splinters, just because it is a projectile. But I think we might need to get a couple of levels before I pick up that other talisman. Because I have not been investing in arcane splinters enough. Not that the arcane splinters ability is particularly good, but still. Piercing in range is actually really good on Phantom Needles. Normally I'm kind of meh on it, but its ultimate upgrade works really well with that. Also, I am taking a lot of damage here, so I should slow down a smidge. I guess let's range out a little bit, see if we can find some healing items in the wild. So my regen's pretty bad. This character doesn't really utilize it that much. Let's see if you can manipulate time and space. We would need portals or teleportation. I feel like manipulating time and space would be too much. Like, that actually very quickly turns into... accidentally rips a hole in the time-space continuum and deletes everybody. At least with, like, a somewhat stable portal system, you have a decent chance of not destroying the world. Whereas once you start messing with time and space, like, whoops-a-doo, now everybody is a clone of you. That's not fun. Oops, you accidentally deleted, what's a good example? You accidentally prevented penicillin from getting invented for another 100 years. Oops. I'm sure I'm being a little hyperbolic, but, like, time powers are terrifying, and I want nothing to do with them. Actually, yes, 20% more projectiles for projectile weapons is really good. Wow, he just died like a dog to amulet. Damn it. We don't have the well. No, that's really good. 50% EXP gain is obscenely good. Oh, I haven't used the well yet. You're right. To the well. Sorry. It was so far down there that I thought I had already used it. The well is here, in fact. All right. Oh, there's a good magnet when you need it. Piercing to all. Actually, yeah, let's go for piercing. Because piercing is good for the needles and really good for the for my bow as well. Let's see. Damage or attack speed? I generally always go attack speed over damage. I don't know if it's a good idea. But I'd rather hit one enemy for 10 times for 1 damage than once for 10. Because it feels like one of those can scale so much faster than the other. I also have a lot of trouble on this map, just in terms of seeing the enemies. Everything is kind of this nice ruddy brown red. And it's a little difficult to figure out, like, okay, where is the enemy? Double lockpick, sure. We are finding the goodies. Okay. Yeah, now the question is, how long do I keep this amulet for? I think... because I like the extra 50% EXP. it's super good on this run and all runs. The only immediate problem is I might die, and it'd be pretty sad if I died without sending that one off. So I think I'm going to sacrifice this run's potential for the guarantee that my next run and all future runs have the benefit of 50% extra experience. I mean, yeah, it's better to be balanced on both, but I still will always go for attack speed first and foremost. I think it's because I played Bone Clinks in Dota back in the day. Okay, crit chance, crit damage, yeah. This is genuinely, I think, one of my strongest runs. The cleric run was really good, but this one I am just punching endlessly. Ow, something hit me there. I guess some extra maximum health wouldn't be untoward either. So, I don't think I'm actually going to deliver at the well yet, but once that magma worm shows up, then we go deliver. I think is going to be my answer. Okay, more attack speed? Absolutely. I'm very fast, so I can avoid most incoming damage. Though I don't know where half of these jumping imps are coming from, which is an annoyance. Let's see. More attack speed? No. Let's just go for the overall crit damage bonus. I feel bad for not investing much into my lightning, but all of those perks have, like, a detriment to them, and I don't like that. Because I feel like every specific upgrade to a, to one of my sub-moves, my abilities, should have at least a 20% bonus to whatever their statistics were. And I think almost all the lightning ones amount to a 10%. I know you can kind of hyper-specialize, but compared to every other weapon, which generally has no downsides, the lightning's downside just feels stinky. What do we want? Yeah, I'll just keep working on the needles. I didn't even... Oh, the needles are the purple things that are coming out of me. It's a little hard to identify them through all of the other projectile spam that I'm just gouting. You get more crit, you'll need it. Unfortunately, crit chance does not like to show up very often. Has it just been this singular song this entire time I've been here? It kind of feels like it. Also, where the heck is that gold slime? I think it would have shown up on this specific run, because I could probably kill it this time around. Let's just go for the base health. Okay, don't touch the well. I might be able to cancel out of it, but I'm not taking that risk. Okay. Ow. It's very easy for me to take a lot of damage here. There's a health potion at least. I'm not doing quite enough damage. I want to head for that lockpick, but it's very up high. Probably just go for the base health. so I have a little bit more of a buffer. Okay. I'm being kind of focused here because it's hard to see where my enemies are. And I don't want to walk into them. Fine, I'll start upgrading the lightning strikes. Hey, archery master. I know I could go for that pickup range, but my logic is we can go find a lockpick and have largely the same benefit. I guess the one... Let's see. Damage. Honestly curious to see if there's another, like, higher tier weapon evolution. If I were to keep going. Because I don't think I've ever gotten anything up to level 10. 8 is usually my upper limit. Let's just spin for a bit. There's a lot of enemies in my way. Yeah, I should hit the magnet before... I guess when the boss shows up, I hit the magnet and then I start running south for the well. It's a bit of a risk, but I think this is the best way to doing it. Hey, Phantom Needle Mastery. Normally I don't care about achievements, but here it's actually quite gratifying because I know I want it. Let's see. Will we be online for a few hours more, or will we be going soon? This is going to be my last run. I can't push my voice too much, especially if I'm going to be playing more later. Or recording more later. Because I'm going to be recording with my brother. Or at least hanging out and chatting. Which, it should be a little easier on me, because it'll be me talking with other people. Okay, there's the boss. Okay, this actually suddenly got a lot dodgier. Oh, I might actually just be able to kill it. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna have to boogie, though. This is genuinely, I think, one of the most dangerous moments of this game. I'm gonna disregard the boss for, like, a smidge. Nope. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Regen, flat damage, damage and crit damage. Crit damage. Yep. Was I gonna head for the well when this guy shows up? Yes. That is my next plan. Okay. Oh, we get another one of those. Wish that had shown up earlier. I don't know where the... Oh, there's the boss. Come on, die, you sucker. Got it. Okay, what else do we get? Critical damage. Ooh. I don't know if losing the AoE is worth it, but 40% extra crit damage is really good. Considering my strike through is pretty good at this moment anyway, I might as well. Okay, we don't have the slimes anymore. Let's see, on hit chance? Sure. I guess there's still a couple of slimes. Eee, another lockpick. Okay, crit chance, crit damage. Ember Dominator. I was not expecting I would get this specific win here. I know I've cruised past the well. I'm looping back around to it. There it is. Rip Amulet, you were worth it. Oh, there was a gold slime somewhere. Missed it. For all this chaos, there was no hope that I was going to find the thing. Okay. Let's see. What do we even do at this point? I don't know. I'm just going to keep investing in whatever. We've got 2 minutes left to clear this zone. We've already achieved all of our goals and then some. Though if I can get to the 2-minute mark, that gets me another achievement. So, don't throw the run. Not that that was ever the plan. Because I assure you, I am in it to win it, or at least to see the boss. I will ogle him with my sweet peepers, and then die horribly, I'm sure. Maybe I do enough damage. Who knows? I'm actually in a really good spot for wrecking single targets. If only because I'm incredibly fast. Let's see. Range, stun chance, conductivity. I don't know. Let's go for the crit chance, I guess. Might as well have some critty lightning. There we go. And you know what I'm disappointed by? The fact that Dragon Quest Builders as a series is stalled. The director left Square Enix, and I'm pretty sure we're never going to get another one of those, but I really hope we do anyway, just because, I don't know, there's just something really good about that series. Dragon Quest in general is pretty fantastic. I have to go back and actually play the originals. Like, I don't know. I think at some point I will sit down and do some kind of, like, weird mega playthrough where I just try and play through every single Dragon Quest game. I don't know if I'm going to mess around with 11 again, though. That game was just a little too long. And the main character was just a little eerie. First Dragon Quest I ever played was 3. I had 1 and 2, but I stalled on 2 really hard. And then I had whichever one that starts with you falling through, like, a hole in the world to, like, an alternate reality that was heck. It wasn't heck, but, like, people didn't remember the main character or something. I think that's how it worked. It's been some time since I played that one, and I legitimately do not remember which Dragon Quest that was. Oh, 3 million damage with Phantom Needles. Hey, I succeeded. I was hoping I could get one more magnet before we were done, considering how much EXP I'm sure is getting left by the wayside here. Alright, boss time. There you are, you lumpy son of a duck. Here's the thing, does he have the Curse Skull, or is it purely just a fight? Because if there's no Curse Skull time limit, I actually have a decent shot at killing this dude. Music's pretty good, too. Very dramatic. This is so much better without any kind of, like, DPS time limit thing going on. Because I actually feel like there's a reason for me to not just phone it in once I get to the end. Even on, like, a weak run, there's a reason for me to try here. Only 26 damage, too. Yeah, this is, pretty survivable. Though it does feel like the time limit is possibly just overabundance of meatballs. That after a certain point, there's just going to be no places for me to escape. But my hope is that I can corral all of the meatballs into one location. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh. The sword got me. Please come back. Please come back, music. I miss you. You were good. You were a good song. You were a good song and I enjoyed listening to you. Nope. The music is dead. All that's left is just the soft pitter-patter of my arrows whizzing into his fleshy bits. Please don't have a phase 2. Yes! Lord of Regret! Excuse me, I don't know if you want me to collect that, but, there are, in fact, too many meatballs in this given moment for me to even attempt that. I guess I'll just stand over here. There it is. Thank you. Enter the Halls of Torment 20 times and survive for at least some amount of minutes. Hey, and we got a lot of stuff. So we have got money, got a bunch of upgrades, and we got the Warlock. I think there's one more character left, at least. We did not get nearly as much money on that one. However, we now have the Jade Amulet, and every character now needs to start with this one. I guess I'll just do the base damage. And the nice part is if we have a new character, that means we have a whole slew of new achievements to grab. What are we missing on the Archer? Crit 50,000 times in one run. Oh boy. Walk 100,000 meters, 20,000 enemies, reach level 100. Yeah, those are going to take some time. Exterminator is actually getting pretty close to done. Here we go. Warlock. Reach level 30. Well, yeah, that's... It takes some time. Also, this. At 3 million with Kugel Blitz. Though that's any character, so I could actually do it on the Warlock if it shows up, which I think might be a better idea. Get hit 180 times in a single run. I'm shocked I haven't gotten that yet. Alright, let's see. Milestones, everything else. I just want to see what this guy's main attack looks like, so let's just dive into this. So are those items permanently unlocked to use? Yes, they are. Oh. I summoned a ghost. Oh, and the ghosts are homing. Oh, you have no idea how tempting it is to do another run. But I am legitimately starving and should stop for the day. So we will have to play this guy next time. Damn, we have Kugel Blitz. Yeah, no. More Necromancer then? Yeah, but next time. For now, though, I must obtain food.